Okay. Are we ready? Are we going? Uh, can I say I told you so now? I feel like I can say I told you so. I feel like I can say I told you so. Anyway, whatever. What's up, man? How is everyone doing? Appreciate you all being here and checking out and supporting and all this kind of stuff. I just got a message from someone saying, "Yo, are you the Monero hater?" I don't know what's going on. I never said I hated Monero. I'm pretty sure you're mixing me up with someone else. But I feel like I've never said I hated Monero ever. I don't think I've ever said that. Have I ever said I hated Monero? I don't think I've ever said I hated Monero. It's weird. I'm in a weird place right now. I don't know what is going on, but people are blaming me now for things that I haven't even said anything anymore. I'm just like, what is happening? What's life? Got to do with it. How you doing, my man? How is everyone? What's up? Hello, Bart. Hello, everyone. I appreciate if you guys can, if you can sort of repost this and do all the other things that you need to do. If that would be absolutely amazing if you could do something on that level, and we can get more people in here. Awesome to see you, Big Al. Thank you so much, Alan. You're the best. Thank you so much, Florian. Apparently I don't like Monero for some reason. I don't know who this person could be, but it ain't me. I never said anything about Monero, man. It's the weirdest situation I'm in right now. We're back. We're good. What's happening? What's going on? FOMO, baby. I mean, I do feel like I said it. I don't want to be that person. And not only did I say it, but it is. Like, remember this? Remember when I said that this little light of mine, this wick is gonna be taken out. God, anyway, right? Okay, I think I'm done. Should I be? Am I? Have I gloated enough? I feel like I should gloat a little bit more. All right, I'm done. All right, fine, whatever. It's all good. Look, where we're sitting right now is that, yeah, it's all good that we've had a bit of a pump, right? It's a bit of a pump. We've had a bit of a move. Things are looking pretty good. We've had a enormous candle. Rally candle. It's in almost about 12-13% move on Bitcoin, which is wild. But I want to say something, right? But I want to say something very, very clearly. There's a lot more to go before we could say that we're in a good place, right? Don't get me wrong. We've had a amazing relief rally. To be honest, a relief rally from a point where, we should have had it before. This is at least doing a 50% retrace of where we are. But to get to, hey Alvarez, are we so back? No, I wouldn't say we're so back yet. I don't think we're back yet. But there's a weird. Did you see that Tucker Carlson interview? Watch my video tomorrow, because it's like, what I find with politicians is that they always say things without saying things. You know what I mean? Like it's always like riddles, the riddle type of conversation that we have. And it's a bit of an interesting. Wait, is X working, by the way? Are the people from X? Can someone from X? 1 second, let me just check something. Let me see if I'm getting any chatteroonies from the Xalicious people. Am I getting anything from here? Let's see if this works. Hello? Oop, I don't want to say my. Oop, you. That work? Does that work? Let me just make sure. Does that work? Yeah, it works. All right, cool. Yeah. So that's the situation. Look, so we've had a bit of a nice sort of relief rally, but I'm gonna give some level of clarity here, some level of understanding, some level of knowing what's going on. Right? We are in a very, very good state right now to see more of a continuation. There is a chance that we could continue. And I think that continuation could go all the way up until around this sort of 7.535% area, right? There is a real possibility that that could happen and it could move from there, right? And that aligns pretty much well with the 7%. Yeah, so around the 7.5 to 7%, potentially. Where would the 7% be here? Yeah, I would think more about the 7.5% if you look on the lower time frame. The 7.5% will come exactly to the Monday high. Yeah, that looks about right, right? There's a chance that this thing could rally a little bit more. But for us to say that we are in a you know, a V-shaped reversal and we're going to be all like hunky-dory, we're nowhere near that yet. That's all I'm going to say to you guys. Nowhere near that. Nowhere near. I mean, we need to, for us to even get close to thinking, 2.64. At minimum, 2.64 is what we would need to rally above to see a more aggressive. I hope you turned off your headphones. Yeah, I have to. 1 second. That's a good point. It's this headphone. They're really good headphones, right? But they don't. You have to put them back into the case, like they're big headphones, to stop it connecting to the Bluetooth. So anytime you touch it, you get to this kind of crazy sort of level that goes around. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. So we need to get to at least, at least around the 2. Yeah, 2.63 to 2.64. We need to get above that level to even get to an area where I would say, okay, yeah, this is starting to look like a more aggressive relief rally that we're going to be getting. I mean, because if we look at where we are right now, oh man, I mean, if we zoom out, let's go into to a larger screen here. Like we are. Oh, that's not what I want. Let's look at total. There we go. We are so far away from what we would describe as being even remotely bullish. I mean, to get to the sort of, okay, we're so back moment, it's the 3 point. Let's be clear here. 3.3 trillion level. We need to get to the 3.3 trillion level to even get close to us going, oh, we're so back. That's the we're so back level. Let me get rid of all this. We've got so much to go through still. But this relief rally is good. I like it, right? And if we can clearly, and this is a very, very clear thing to understand and know where we go from, right? If we can get to where are we here? That's on the total. 1 second. Let's look at Bitcoin. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot that we need. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm trying to be bullish here. I'm really trying to be bullish. Here. If we can recover 90,000 Bitcoin, let's say 90,000 Bitcoin, right? I'll give it a bit of a, if we can recover 90,000 Bitcoin, that will dictate that we're going to push most probably to the right shoulder, all the way up possibly to the 108. There is a chance that we could get there, right? Most definitely, right? There's a chance. We've had a extreme bounce from this 59.8. Remember this level I told you, this bit here, this level, the level I said, yesterday I said it and everyone said I was an idiot. And I said I'm coping, bro. And then that guy came in and said, you hate Monero. And I don't know who that is or when I've ever said that. I've never said that in my life. I don't know how people find these things about me, but okay, cool. We have to get to that. Now, another thing. And before all of this, right? And this is like, we're talking, okay, let's put it here because that one doesn't have it. Yeah, let's put it here, right? Let's put this on the Bitcoin, on the weekly, right? We are in a if we can close, I'm giving you hope right now, right? If we can close the weekly above the 200-day EMA, above this, if we can close it above that, then it looks like we're in a position where we could, I don't want to say this, man, where we could maybe, possibly see a more of a V-shaped recovery from here. Now, the chances of that happening, because if we think about it this way, right? Say if we look at where we are right now and we get to the 50% retrace. The 50% retrace gets to roughly around the 74, which hits exactly on the Monday low. So we, in essence, we need to do this, right? And there's some work. There's some work to get there. I'm gonna be very clear with you guys. There's some work to get there. We need to do a move, something like that. I'm not saying it's not impossible. It's a lot of work, right? That's a lot of work. I am dubious if we're going to do that. I'm expecting a retest of the 50% of this move. Are we even there? Yeah, I would say yeah. Which aligns almost exactly with the monthly open. I think a 50% move is going to be where we get the second annihilation wick down. But we don't have liquidity. I'll say this about liquidity, right? I'll say this about liquidity. Liquidity, there is liquidity. It's just not being allocated, right? It's just not being allocated at the moment. So there are people that have liquidity to play with. They're just not wanting to put it into any assets. But you know, we could see. Look, we have to see after such a crazy liquidity event. That liquidity is going to go into something. And look, Bitcoin's doing some good stuff. Total's doing some good stuff. Like a lot of alts are doing some. We caught some amazing longs in the Alpha Hunters group, and on top of that, we KB did an amazing live trading thing on our group where everyone was doing extremely well on that kind of stuff. It's a really cool things that we sorted out. We just have to be careful right now. I hope it stays lower for a bit. We'll see. I mean, when I said to you guys, we are sitting in a extreme support band here, right? Extreme. How'd you join? It's coming in. Everyone in there is no one new can join at this present moment until we set up everything. There's a whole new thing. All the people in there are founding members, so they're getting it at the moment. It's not joinable at the moment. Yeah, KB's kidding. He's a legend. He's a good guy as well. It's hard to find people who are good traders and good guys. We have the reason why I like him so much is because we have very similar ways of getting to the same result. So he goes a different way, I go a different way, but we always somehow get to the same scenario. So we both have our own trading styles that align together, which is a really good thing. And we have a similar way of thinking and similar way of trading. And that's a rare thing to find, right? Really rare. We gel really well with each other. What's the best case scenario? Like your humble opinion, what will happen next? Honestly, I'll say this, right? Honestly, I'll say this, right? We are in a scenario right now where we've had a very lovely bounce. Now we'll get to a scenario where it looks like we should go up higher. I mean, we're holding some really key levels of support. We're gaining key levels, and it looks like we should continue. It really does look like we should continue. We're having all the right movements here, right? All the right movements. But I will say it's Friday, right? And what usually happens And this is a running theme, and I want just to warn everyone. As things can go down violently, things can go up violently, but each way there will be corrections, right? I'm expecting this rally to continue a little bit more. I would be surprised if it doesn't continue a little bit more. I think there's a real chance it will. But we're getting to some key levels here, right? The closer we get to this 2.64 level, the closer we get there, the higher the chance of a dump happening. And they sometimes, as J Pill said it, pumps on Fridays end up in dumps on Sundays. It can happen, right? But that doesn't mean you can't play it as it goes along. It doesn't mean that you can't play the graphs in the way it should do, right? Because look, right now it's looking good. It's looking very, very, very good at the moment. But each one of these Monday range levels that we developed on Monday are going to be levels of resistance, right? Our best case scenario is that we regain the Monday low, right? And then if we regain the Monday low, this thing is going to push to a Monday high. It's 60 to 70% chance that that's the way that it's going to move. If that happens, then we get to decision point. The moment, and I'm saying this right, if we get a 15 to 30 minute market structure shift and a close above the 2.64, that's going to be that will be a massive move up. You're going to see some God candles after that point. Because if it does that, it's going to the 3.3, 3.31. It'll go there. It's just, bruh, there's a lot of work to do, man. I'm not saying anything. It's a lot of work to do. I would be worried. Yeah, the 2.64 is going to be so important. Watch that level like a hawk. Let's see what happens, right? This is we right now, it's virtually impossible to predict 2 days in advance. A day, you have a fairly good understanding of where it would go if you have some knowledge in this market. But it's not easy at the moment. Look, if we look at this right now, if you look at the USDT graph, and we're sitting at the USDT graph here, it broke through this level. It was very key, and that bit that's a proper market maker destroying wick. That what they've done there is to take liquidity out the market. That's late long liquidity extraction. Everyone longed as it passed this level. Everyone. And they knew it. And they absolutely annihilated it accordingly. Let's see. Let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. I still think that this thing could come down a little bit more. There's a chance to the 7.5 area, to this area here. There's a chance that it could come down a little more. And when you look at USDT dominance, that gives the chance of a further move up. But that move up could be met with some aggressive selling as well. Because look, you need to understand this. Wallet started capitulating down here. And the higher this goes, the higher they're going to be tempted to sell. And if they start getting into break-even to even levels of profit, they're going to be selling hard. So this pump is being sold as it goes up. I'm telling you now, right? So it's going to be, there's a real battle going on. And there are going to be multiple battle point areas, right? First one is going to be the 2.5. That's going to be that's a definite battle point area because there's a level of supply there and it's an important level to regain. Then after that, it will be the 2.57. Then after that will be the 2.64 to 63. Watch these levels like a hawk. I'm being serious. Don't be caught out in these matters. I mean, we did some good plays. That was an amazing move. That's where I caught Casper. That was a play that I did today. So We already caught the whole move. But other than that, where we're going. But yeah, and KB got amazing moves from last night as well. So we were doing some really, really interesting, amazing things. It's good. It's a good place to be. Now, questions. What do you guys have? What do you want me to look at? What do you want me to say? And to me, it looks like there's still a potential to move higher. There really is potential to move higher. We look like we're in a place that we could see some more move down. Let's see. If we lose this sort of 7.753% percentile on the USDT dominance, we'll start getting some we'll start moving very quickly, because the moment from there to the 7.5 will be quite quick. Yeah, I think it's going to come and test this 7.535 level. That area there is going to be important. But if it finds that and holds that support, then we will have a massive pullback. Anyway, let's go. What are you talking about? Tell me. What are you guys looking at? What do you want me to see? What you want me to look at? Anything you want me to explain? Any coins you want me to look at? I mean, everything's going to be up, so I'm not going to be able to say too much. Eesh, that looks a bit... I don't know. Well, you know, once it gets to the 59, we could see alts run again. Anyway, what are we looking at? Sunday is for God and crushing Bitcoin. You had to say that with a Russian accent. Sunday is for God and crushing Bitcoin. Yeah. You know, there's an interesting thing that's going on at this present moment. And you guys got to be one to watch my video tomorrow. You guys got to want to watch my video tomorrow. There's something very, very interesting happening. And that's partly because of the reason why we're getting some of this move back up. And the markets are moving up. And the whole things are moving up. And I am almost certain that I am the only person in this sort of influencer... I don't even like calling myself an influencer, but you know what I mean. In this sort of world that we're sitting in. I don't think the Iran situation will do that. It depends on how I don't think they'll... I would be surprised. I don't think he's going to go... look, Trump has, to this day, not committed any troops to anything. He's not that type of person. He will threaten. He will do stupid things. He will maybe even do some moves towards something, or maybe do some action, but it will be ultimately at the end of some sort of deal. You'll see. Did you say XRP? Yeah, the 74 area is going to be key. That lines up almost exactly with the 2.64 trillion mark. Those levels there are almost identical to each other. Yeah. So we could see that. Anyway, what are we looking at? What do you want me to look at? Do you want me to go? You guys don't want the alpha? What's happening? Is someone else on today? My views are low today, so I'm assuming someone else is on. You know, someone more important. Someone with maybe what's it called? Ribbons. I think there could be a ribbon type of scenario that's going on, and everyone's like, nah. I want to talk to the guy that actually. Anyway, whatever. It's all good. Link. All right, let's look at some coins here. Let's see what's guaning with some coins. Link. What's it called? Oh my God, don't get me started with that guy. Who are you talking about? Which guy? Everyone views are low. All right, yeah. All right. I just want to say I'm not a part of the group yet, but will be soon. Just I want to say thank you for your insight and truly appreciate it. Man, that's so kind. Don't have to thank me for anyone. Don't thank me for everyone. Anything. You don't need to thank me at all or anything. Just come watch and react and all that kind of stuff. How do you think about the S&P 500? Well, let's look at Link first, and then I'll do bit back and forth. Why my link? Where my keys? Where my link? Where my keys? Where my link? Where my link? Ah, there we go. All right, what's Link up to? Oh my God. It's surprising that something of this importance is having such a problem. But look, again, perfect dip into liquidity and move on from there. We're on the weekly, so look, I'm gonna be doing it this way, right? This right now, all right? How are my cats? They're fine. They're both passed out. And for what's your prediction about? Now I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna give levels, right? This is how I'm gonna play with this at the moment. I'm gonna give levels and see where it goes. Link, if it gets above the $10 mark, if it gets about the $10 mark, that's a bullish sign, and that should have further continuation. It looks relatively okay. I mean, we could have a bit of a... I mean, if you're looking for a short-term play, I would say there is a higher chance of a... there's a higher chance of a pullback at this present moment. We could come and see it test the... Yeah, the 8.5 level. There's a chance it could come test it from there. If it holds support, then it should move from there, right? All right, S&P 500. Let's look at the S&P 500. Specs. Let's look at some specs. It's good, man. It's great recovery. Great recovery. Although there is a bit of a gap here, which I don't particularly like. But if it, as I said, if it regains, I mean, it's already looked like it's regaining it, man. If it regains, so 6.915-ish, then it's gonna probably go and try and retest its all-time high. What's wild, and I just, it's so incredible, right? And it shows how powerful these institutions are, right? I was given this number, this 6,910 number. I mean, it was a very specific number. All the way down here, I was given that by a friend of mine who works in a very large hedge fund, huge hedge fund, algorithmic trading hedge fund. They play with like multi-$100 billion type of amounts of money. And he said, you know, I would keep an eye around the 6,910 mark. And I was like, that's very specific, man. And I drew the line here when there was nothing here, and I wrote, bank told me number. It's just told me number. I don't know where the bank bit's gone. And it is such a pivotal number that the S&P 500 has been playing around. It's wild. It shows the level of power that these institutions have. But I will say this, right? I mean, literally, it's incredible. Anyone who's been watching my lives will attest to that. This number being put here many months ago. Now, if it does that, it's probably going to try and retest the higher levels here. But the S&P 500 right now is, where is this now? Wait, where did that go? Where did my... here we go. Why did that move? S&P 500 right now is wholeheartedly in the channel. Ooh, yeah. It's within the channel. And you see how, look, I just drew that and it hits these levels perfectly, right? It's wholeheartedly in the channel. It's regained the center level, which is amazing. And this thing will most probably continue up to try and retest the upper levels. So the 6,987, I think, will be a continuation number, right? And then we will see that if it can break through that, everything is going to go absolutely parabolic. I think everything's going to go absolutely parabolic. Because understand this, right? These gold trades and silver trades and all those things that happened and that massive retrace, that money is on all the books at the moment. That's all in liquidity within institutions. And they're going to fuel it into these you know, normal tracker funds and companies and this and the other, like nothing else. What are your takes on the current market situation? Did we enter a bear market? I think we're in a bear market. Yeah, but not a conventional bear market. I want this to be a very clear way of understanding. I don't see this as a conventional bear market. I see this as a non-euphoric top bear market, which means that it was an institutional-led move on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin went through a bull market, but alts didn't, because the way that institutions can invest into this market is into these type of assets that we see here, like just Bitcoin, right? But I will say this. In fact, can I show it to you guys? No, I'm going to wait for you. Just check, make sure you follow the Insta, and I'm going to do a video on there. Because I caught an interview. The other day, and I did a bit of a screen recording of it. And you know how, this is how I like to listen to government officials sometimes when they do interviews, because they're so media trained. They're so easy to understand what they're doing, right? This media training that they do, that they give answers to things in ways in which you have to read between the lines. And if you read between the lines, and then you have friends in the banking sector, and you can message, I literally messaged him and I put a link to the video, and I was like, does he mean this? And he was like, ... maybe. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's something going on. There's something going on in China and there's something going on between China, the USA, and various markets right now. That's all I'm going to say. Something's going on right now. Anyway, Tao. Let's look at Tao. Let's look at Tao. Is what's his name? Is the ribbon guy on at the moment? Because this is not the normal way to end the bull market, right? With Bitcoin dominance still up there, for example. No. Bitcoin dominance is not the key indicator of what's happening right at this present moment. Bitcoin dominance should be way up. I would want Bitcoin dominance, honestly. See, people see Bitcoin dominance is the wrong way. I would love Bitcoin dominance to be up here. Genuinely, I would love it to be up here. I would love it. The higher that Bitcoin dominance is, the better it is for alts. China BTC large holder was forced out of a trade. It moved the market. There's more. There's more that's going on. There's more that's going on at this present moment. And there's a reason why gold and precious metals had was one of the main reasons why it had an enormous dump. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have 66 people on this live. If there was like 200, I would maybe say it, but you know, no one's sharing or like pressing the like button or anything like that. You know, throw it. You know, there's Calvin Hill who gets like 3,000 roses in the thing. That's it. Why are you skittish about it? I ain't skittish about it. I just want some roses. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, huh? Nothing wrong with that. I want 2 cents. Can you give me 2 cents, bruh? Okay, I have a question, right? I have a question. So I'm setting up my studio. It's all being built up and all this kind of stuff with lights and all that kind of stuff, right? I don't think all you influencers know crap. Thank you so much for joining the live. It means a lot. I appreciate all the positive input that you give in. It's very productive what you say, and I'm sure it brought a lot of light into the understanding of this live. And I appreciate you being here. It's very kind of you. If you have any more positive and kind words to present to everyone here, I would be more than welcome to. You can say what you feel like. It's not a problem whatsoever. Yo, Rez, you ledge, what are you feeling? See? That's also at the same level as the compliment that someone said. You don't know anything, and this guy was like, you're a legend. It swings, really. There's no real in-between between me in these lives. Either random people come in and just throw some insult at me for some reason. Literally. The first message that came in when I went live was like, you Monero hater. I'm like, what? What? I'm a what? Todd, I'm still deciding on you. Thank you. It means a lot. From Todd, it means something because he sometimes leaves my live for like months on end and goes, yeah, okay, yeah. Everyone else is crap. Let me come back. he's a tester. He's one of those people that will research a product before he buys it. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. Keep what you do. Hey, look, Hamza, you're not insulting me at all. You can say whatever you want to. I play here. I don't mean it in any other way. I don't mean for you to be upset or anything on that level. It's all playing here. Everyone's free to say whatever they want to. If you think I'm an idiot, go for it. I don't care. It's fine. It's no problem. Yeah, so that's that. What was I saying? I was saying something amazing, and then my mind went somewhere else. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. Where are we right now? What are we looking at? Oh yeah, so the S&P 500, I think that it's going to go and retest the higher levels. I would not be surprised if it does. Actually, let's have a look. Let's look at my multi-screen, oh my god, what the hell's going on, view of this. Let's have a look. R&D China. Just a tiny thing. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can. I mean, I'm giving this free alpha for absolutely free, and then, you know, I don't know anything, so what's the point? All right, let's have a look. Let's look at the lower time frames. That looks good. That also looks very, very, very good. Yeah. Yeah. That looks incredibly good. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, like, we're having a bit of a bit of a gap here that will get filled at some point, but I think it's going to go and try and test the upper band for sure. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. Stop tickling up. Don't say that. No, that didn't sit right. Already happened way late. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. There's something going on, right? I'm gonna say there's something going on with China, the USA, and Bitcoin and gold. There's something going on at the present moment that we're not particularly privy to. But I am. I was pretty privy to it. I had a chat with someone today that's privy to it as well. There's something going on at the moment. If I was going to say this to you, right? Grant Cardone liquidation yesterday had to sell his jet to expose. There's no way. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a second. If it's on Twitter, I don't believe it. One second. How much media training do you have? None. I don't have any media training. I'm just naturally amazing. It's so natural, baby. One second. Grant Cardone got liquidated. There's no way I believe that. No way. Could it be? Please say it is. I don't like Grant Cardone. He's such a load of... He's a natural since birth. That's right. Believe it. He posted himself. No way. One second. Let me have a look at this. No way. How much did he get liquidated? Okay, let's have a look. Was it actually him? Did he say he got liquidated? I don't... Premium crashes there. Buy to love my life. Tough choices. Loaded if I warranty full. Okay, only. Oh, that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. Everything that guy says is an absolute load of whatever. I don't believe anything that guy says. He's an ultimate like whatever person. You know what I mean? He just talks a lot of crap and doesn't mean anything. Yeah, see, look, people like him, right? if someone just buys a jet and then gets rid of it within 190 hours, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Look, I have a I know someone who's in the jet business. In fact, when I go to Dubai, I'm going to be doing videos with the guy, right? And to sell a jet is unbelievably difficult and a long process. The average time to sell a jet is about 6 months, because it takes an enormous amount of paperwork and checks and regulations and going through every part of the system and getting all of the things done for it to be sold. It can't be sold in 190 hours. That's just marketing. He's just doing marketing. I don't believe a single thing that guy says. It's all like, you know, vaporware for me. So I don't believe that 1 second. All right, cool. So what else? What are we looking at? What else is it that do you want me to have a look at? Billions. He's worth billions. China, that word, all gold. Come on, tell us. I can't tell you. You have to follow the inst for you to see it. My jet came in 3 weeks. The Temu one. Yeah, that's quite good for Temu. Usually I forget about what I buy on there. I saw this. Oh, I bought a flashlight from there. It was underwhelming. It was very underwhelming. It was like surprisingly underwhelming. It was like supposed to light up the tree, and it didn't light up the tree. It was like barely lit up the room. All right, let's look at ETH. Let's see what ETH is up to. Yeah, not bad. I mean, look, again, it looks like a possible small little retrace is going to happen on ETH, but there's like, again, for this to be anywhere near, and I'm talking like, it needs to regain the Monday low, the 2,160. So I think a little bit of a dip and then a rip from there is something that is possible to happen. I would say Saturday is going to be quite green. Sunday, I think, will be a problem. I thought you said no, MK. No, I did not say that. It's a flash. How is it? How is that supposed to look? How is that supposed to light up the room, man? MK. I feel like I'm a bit out of the loop in that industry. Is it like a disco light? I don't. Is it motion activated? Am I losing something here? Christmas themed. All right. Okay. Nice. RGB. RGB makes everything better. So stupid. Anyway, whatever. Yeah. So stupid. Anyway, where was this? You said gold. Someone said gold. Let's move on. Move on from whatever it is. No, gold looks good. Gold looks like it's going to continue. And it's going to continue from that little conversation I had. It's going to continue. You get that torch that it's just just stop, man. Stupid. Yeah, I think gold's going to continue. I still think that silver has some moves in gold, but look, gold, I mean, silver is at a key point here. It is at a absolute key point at this present moment. again, look, they all. You know why I keep talking about the Monday. Well, so this one has to regain the Monday mid, but look, this here. So I would not be surprised if silver doesn't go and test that 79.68 level. But before that, it is at resistance. Like it's sitting at resistance at the moment. I mean, it's having a bit of a V-shaped move at this present moment. But first level, it needs to close above the 77.2115. It looks like it might do that and then go and test the 79.68. I think there's a real chance of that happening. But that level there is very, very important. A break above there and this thing is going to moon. But there's a reason why gold and silver are moving. There's a reason. It's just look into China, right? Look into what's happening in China at this present moment. Something very unique is happening in China at this present moment. And what's really, really interesting, I just want to check. Actually, that's a good point. I want to check something. 1 second. Yeah, there's something going on in China at this present moment. And yes, Chinese New Year. Yes. Thank you. Man, MK, come to my live always. I love your answers to everything. They make me happy, right? Someone give him some roses so he does. No one give me no. I mean, no, why would I? No, you can't bribe me into giving stuff. I'm not that type of person. Not that anyone would give the 2 cents it costs to send it to me. No. No. What? In what way does that make you anything? Yeah, the yen is going to fall. So something very interesting is happening in Japan. In China at this present moment. Just look into it. Look into what's happening in China at the moment, and you're going to start seeing this start to fall as well. The government bonds are going to start to fall as well. How does China offering to that word? I can't say that word. Affect over the market. Yes, the new craze of gold. Yeah, have you not seen CZ's new look? It's like, look, have you not seen him? He looks. I'll show you. It's a bold look. I never thought he would be this type of person, but he's looking. Let me see if I can find his new look. He looks pretty interesting. I don't know if he's actually released the. I don't know if he's actually released it. What are we looking at? No, he hasn't released it yet. But yeah, he's very gold tooth and chained forward. Looks pretty good. Thoughts on Tau? Let's have a look at Tau. Nope, that's not what I want. Nope. All right, let's look at Tau. Let's see what Tiao's up to. All right, let's see what Tao's up to. His name is Jaws, yeah. New craze of gold teeth and chains. Yeah, it's not that. Let's get rid of these. Oh, there's too much stuff going on here. Get rid of that. I mean, look, Tao's is having a very lackluster move, to be honest. It's very lackluster. It's surprising for such a good project, but it's having a lot of trouble at this present moment. A lot. And again, look, we are playing with every single coin, and everything that you're looking at is looking at a very similar level, right? The Monday low has to be regained. This is where we are. This is that regain of that level will continue this up all the way up to I would say the 207. But without that, it's looking, even the move was relatively small for Tau in the grand scheme of things. I mean, like, it's suffering a lot. I expect, I mean, this thing should really be doing a lot better than it is, and it really is not doing well. This looks like a pump to a dump to me, man. That's okay. Nothing special. Again, dip in a potential rip at the moment. What's USDT doing? Yeah. Dip in the potential rip at this present moment. It should start rallying. Yeah, there we go. A bit of a rally happening right now. Yeah. Anything else? What else do you want me to look at? What are we seeing? What are we going? What are we doing? Anything else you want me to look at? Is there a chance of the alt season this year? What do you mean by alt season? I would be alt season, and what you mean by the traditional like full rotation into alt. I'm having trouble seeing that this year. Very. I mean, I'm having a lot of trouble seeing that. Maybe some real movement towards the end of the year, starting from May. I think May is going to be a very a key pivot point. I would not be surprised if May does not cause some sort of movement in a positive direction. But I don't see this crazy parabolic move happening for a while. Whoa, what happened? Wait, Soul's looking good. Soul's such a tricky one. Anyway, do you think Bitcoin will go up to the CME gap? Let's see, where's the CME gap? Possible. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, it's a possibility. I think it'll take some time before it gets there, though. It's very possible. Yeah, it's very possible. I think we're going to get around this area here, between the 77 to the 81, that area looks like a very key pivotal point for it to go. I think we will get a bit of a pullback, a little bit towards the end of the day, I would say, going into potentially to Asia, a little bit of a pullback. But then I expect a continuation going on. I would not be, continuation up. Let's see. What else are we looking at? Anything else? I feel like I feel like should I be also doing like, doing small little trades of $50,000 as well? I don't know. Should I be that person? Should I do it in that way? Or is it just like let's look at Zig chain. Do I have Zig chain here? What's the ticker for Zig chain? Do I have it? Let me just see. Is it like this? Zig. Is that it? No, that's Zig coin. Zig. That one, right? No. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. There's still a potential for this to, I mean, it's gonna go down a little bit. It's, yeah. Look for, I would say I would say look for the retest of the 0.03789. But this looks like it should continue on further. It's a clear break of trend on this, and a market structure shift on its chain, which looks okay. Looks pretty good. That looks like it should continue. Just bought World Liberty a 90-day low right now. Let's look at World Liberty. What's the ticker for World Liberty? Is it WLF, right? There we go. Let's look at the perpetuals. Yeah, God, that is wild. This could have more downturn, man. This hasn't actually even come close to cleaning out its previous wick. I mean, although it is at its 50% mark. 1 second. Yeah, it is at its 50%. So this could... It could rally from here. Yeah, I mean, it's taken that 50% of the wick, but it would be a short-lived rally if it does, in my humble opinion. Usually when you have these monster wicks that happen here, it will have a rejection off the 50%, but then continue down to take out the rest of this wick, the 10-10 wick. So careful with this. Be very, very careful with this. There could be a lot more downside on this side. Just make sure you manage your risk very well. Anything else? What are we looking at? What is happening? What's going on X at the moment? What's the sentiment, everyone? I'm curious. What's going on in your mind? Do you think that there is Jasmine? Let's look at Jasmine. Yeah, we're getting a bit of a retest down. All right, okay. Let's look what Jasmine's up to. Hold, yeah. I'm looking for shorts. There's a potential for a short to come. I mean, yeah. Okay, look. I would be very, very surprised if this doesn't test the 560 level, the Monday low where the 200-day EMA is coming into. Oop, let's look at it here. Let's look at what Jasmine is doing here. Yeah, this looks like there's further continuation up for sure. For sure. Yeah, I think. Yeah. 0.00 5575 and then a continuation up from there. Can you check QNT Brev? Yeah, look at QNT. 1 second. QNT. The quant. All right, let's look at. I'm doing perp decks because you guys are all degen. you guys are all degen. Was that one? Was it the Binance one that I did? No, Bybit. No, it's the Bybit. Whatever, it's fine. Again, this looks very, very. I mean, all right, where are we looking at? Look at the 50% of 64. I think this could go down to around the 64. Potentially to 63, but 64 is an area I think it will happen, and then bounce aggressively from there. Where's your free? It's well, it's not free, firstly, but it's Netflix. There will be a free section to it, so everyone will be able to join. We're doing it that way. So there's a free section, and then there's going to be a Netflix section, right? There's going to be the Netflix section where everyone will be able to join, and it's going to be a lot of things in there. We're basically doing it through an agreement between Mexi and WeX, which is the same company. They're the ones that are going to be utilizing all of the costs for all of this, and you guys are going to be gaining all the benefit and moving from there, using all that jazz. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it looks, yeah. QNT looks like a bit more of a downside move, maybe. Yeah, I would say so. A little bit more, and then a rip from there, dip and rip. Netflix and chill. There's gonna be chill, man. You know what's really cool about it, right? So it's gonna be on Discord. I didn't know on Discord that you could play like full-on multiplayer games on there. So yeah, we're gonna have like games nights and chill and chat and all that kind of stuff, and actually have real our aim is to make it like the number one sort of platform where it's going to be extremely beneficial for everyone, teaching, playing games, a cool place, and this and the other. I mean, we all had like amazing winning trades in the past today, like absolutely amazing. Everyone did extremely well today, like really well. So we want that to be shared as much as possible with everyone. That's our main hope for it to happen. So it's soon. We're just waiting on a small thing from Mexi, and then the rest will be history, and you guys will all join there. We're going to be doing weekly lives on there, and also going to be having twice a week spaces as well. It's going to be really cool. It's a really cool thing. I really want to do it for everyone here, and because we're in these scenarios right now where it's a bit more quiet and you're going to be playing around with a little, being in a really strong, good community is the best way to go forward. What's the difference between that and the pro group? What do you mean? What do you mean? What's the difference between that and the pro group? I don't understand what you mean. That's what the pro group is going to develop into. It's going to be a full spectrum thing that's going to be there. Also, with these deals that we're doing with I can't say it on TikTok because they don't allow me to. So there's other benefits, but people on the tube will hear the benefits afterwards. Cool. Anything else? No leverage here. On watch is the sentiment. I don't know what you mean by Pierre. Pierre, what do you mean? On watch is the sentiment. I don't know what you mean. Right. Anything else? Anything else? Or I'm gonna call it a bit of an early. I need to find more time this year. Yeah, man. How much does Netflix cost? Honestly. Good evening, Cryptus. Furthermore, Cryptus, I need to talk to you afterwards about something anyway. So come message me afterwards. There's something I'm doing soon. I'll need your help with. But yeah, any other questions? Anything else you guys want me to look at or have an understanding of? Otherwise, I'm going to head off and try and finish all this stuff that's going on. I'll look at one. I'll look at Sui for you. I don't look at more than one. Swear. Sue looks so underwhelming. It's amazing. It's very. I mean, like it's very simple. And so here, what the lower time frames looking? It looks relatively bullish. So I think we're going to get a move on this. It does look relatively bullish, but I will say this. Look, again, here. If you want to be a bit safe, 1.1164, it regains that level and you're Gucci. Then it should rally from there. Look for that level. But it looks relatively bullish right now. Sunday dump, possible. Sunday volume seems to be more often than not inversely correlated to what happens on Friday. You usually get a polar opposite of the two things that happen on Sunday, and it's usually and it almost is 100% related to what the orange man is doing. My worry, right, and this is my worry. He's suspiciously quiet recently. You know what I mean? Is it me? Or did someone say to him, bruh, chill out. Chill out a little bit. Stop with the midnight 4 o'clock 3,000 text. And, you know, don't try and like take over anywhere or do something too crazy. Just cool it off a little bit. The markets are having a bit of a wobble. And that worries me. Apparently hasn't been seen for a few days. Yeah. I'm a bit worried. You know, it's that sort of that silence, the calm before the storm. I just don't want the storm. I just want the calm. I feel like I've aged. And it's February. You know what I mean? I feel like a year has passed and it's February, bruh. It's not. It's been a month. It's been a month and 4,000 things have happened. I don't. You know what I mean? Like we're in an insane crazy. This is what Zebek you say Zebek. That's what happened to Zebek. We're in a bit of a, you know what I mean? Things are, yeah. Zebek did a amazing move. Yeah, you can't predict it though. It still looks very bullish, Zebek. Like it's really bullish. Coin, a Fed pivot, Japanese carry trade, silver futures paper, a Bitcoin, tech. Yeah. Uh, I would look, and I'm gonna say it to everyone, just do some research about what's happening in China at this present moment. Just have a look at what's going there. If you're worried about the liquidity injection problem from Japan, I would look at China to see as like that will definitely be able to cover all of the liquidity problems that's going on. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, let me see if I can give you a bit of a clue. Let me just make sure about something. Let's look at something. Where are we right now? No, not here. There we go. What's the yuan doing at the moment? Can we actually see it here? Chinese to the dollar. Where is it to the dollar? No, that's the. Oh, actually, wait, let's do it that way. Yeah, I would just go and check out what's happening with China at the moment. That's what I'm gonna say. That's gonna be the next news that's gonna be coming out for sure. But yeah, other than that, anyway, anything else? Anything else you guys want me to look at? And otherwise, I'm gonna call it an early night because no one wants to watch my live, and it makes me sad. It makes me sad that I give all this alpha, and then you go and get Mr. Ribbons do a video and go, are we in the bear market? And he's like, nope. Nope. And the video before it was like, it's better if you just long now. We're in this channel. And then the market dumps. Good, I don't know. I don't actually understand how that guy gets so many views. It doesn't make no sense to me. I am coping, bro. I'm always coping. Apparently I'm coping and I don't like Monero. Let's see why. What's Monero up to? Oh my God. I don't actually know what I could say bad about it. I actually like Monero. I don't know what's going on. It's weird though, right? That there were a few influencers that were really pushing Monero, saying it was the next Bitcoin. I feel like there's a lot of them that were pushing this being the next Bitcoin. I don't know where they are right now. That's the real question. But anyway, we'll see what happens. All right, look, on the TikTok, guys, I appreciate all the likes, all the hearts, all the people watching. All of you guys are absolutely incredible. Hopefully have something more tangible and interesting for all you guys coming soon. Maybe we'll be able to do some mini games on our Discord and all that kind of stuff soon. That's coming in. We have Calvin Hill, who's just joined our live as well, which is like, I think he heard about what I was talking about. it's surprising. I appreciate the 40, all these people that are looking at me this way. And we can go from there. For you guys on the X and on the tube, I'm gonna have a bit more of a conversation with you guys there. If you want to hear what that is, you just go here and you guys can check it out and go from there. All right. On TikTok, appreciate it. Love, affection, all that kind of jazz. All right. To you guys on the X and on the tube, right? Hopefully by tomorrow we should have the group, the Alpha Hunters group ready, right? Now we're going to have, we want to keep this quite limited for the beginning stages, because we're going to monitor, be very careful who we bring in and how we play with the group, because we're in a very we want to make sure that it's a safe place for everyone there. So it'll either be tomorrow or Sunday, one of the two, where we will get the links and everything else all sorted out and moving forward. So keep an eye on that. People in the Learn My Alvarez are going to get the first link to go in, and it's going to be, we're gonna judge how many people we can let in and how we don't let in. Yeah. So I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate you all watching and understanding that way. Let's see what happens. We should be getting a bit of a pullback soon, a little bit. And then we will go on from there. I think a continuation of a rally will happen from that point on. All right. I appreciate you all. You guys are incredible. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Peace. Affection.